Should we do this?
Sure. Here we go. All right. Welcome to the Brink of Sanity episode. I don't have that pulled up. 300 and something. We're in the mid 300s. Part of the Big Heads Media
You're not going to
network
play the song to start the show?
at bigheadsmedia.com.
You piece of shit. You're not going to play the song?
The opening intro song is one of the files on my computer that is
Are you?
Still yet to be recovered, but I'm working on it.
You can't find the opening to the goddamn show?
Not yet, but I will get it eventually.
Jay, we've been doing this for a better part of a decade. Am I finally got to do some work?
So if you guys have been keeping track, we haven't done an episode in a while. My computer broke. I accidentally deleted all 21,000 songs on my computer. And
For those that are counting, this is the second time during the show's history that Jay's computer has broken.
Just a second. I feel like it's.
Well, remember you had that major 3 weeks you didn't have a computer?
Oh yeah, that's when my whole computer broke. So this one was just my music. I have everything else, but I updated to the new operating system for Mac, and it was corrupt, and it messed with my music files. So I was on the phone with Apple IT for about 6 hours, and we ended up creating about 4 music files. I swear I deleted the 3 junk ones. And then I'm like, all right, I don't want to go through this again. I'm going to back up everything on my hard drive. So I plug in my external hard drive, and I don't have enough room to do a full backup. So I delete the old backup, and then I look, and the delete didn't free up space because I didn't empty my trash. So I emptied my trash, and by doing that, I deleted my actual music file and the backup from my music file in one click. And so I had to take it to a computer shop, and he did some weird shit, and he recovered most of it. But it's
Jay also, for good measure, just took a piss on the computer. Jay's like, I don't know why this will help, but I'm going to pee on the computer.
So he had my computer for 12 days, and I was just having a complete meltdown.
Yeah, and you should have told the Apple representative that you were on when you deleted 5. I'm taking this to the shop, and I'm going to charge your company for it because you fucked up.
Well, they didn't help me fix the computer, but they
caused the problem.
But Jay is the one that deleted the files. It's not the Apple guy's fault that Jay is. Well, I'm not going to insult Jay.
Well, it was their fault that their operating system was corrupt, and so what originally was the problem is the music app.
Yeah,
it was showing 0 songs, but all the files were still there. So I don't know what was going on, but it wasn't recognizing any of my music files. But if I went into the folder it was in and clicked on the song, it would start playing in the music app, but it still wouldn't show what song was playing. It was weird.
Hey,
yeah, it was the iTunes.
Janssen,
it was the iMusic. iTunes is dead, but they switched to a music app, and it was that whatever new music app.
iTunes is dead.
Yeah, they split iTunes into all different apps. So they have a podcast app, a music app, and a movie app now instead of.
Yeah, they don't support iTunes anymore.
Mm-hmm. I hated iTunes.
You can still use it, but they don't support it anymore.
They didn't support it before. It sucked the beginning.
I mean, iTunes for PC was always really bad. It was good for the Mac, but
okay. I only have the PC. Janssen. So Jay went through 12 days of heartache to get his music back that he accidentally deleted. He was losing his mind. He spent hundreds of dollars. Jay, how much did you spend?
$425.
Do you know, Janssen, what is cheaper than $425?
$424.
I was going to say a 1-year subscription to Spotify, which has all Jay's music, so would have been a simpler solution.
I was going to say a PS5 digital version.
Yeah.
Which is only $3.99 if you can get your hands on it.
Yeah. But Jay was losing his mind on this music. I'll never get my music back. And I'm like, isn't there 8 different services you can subscribe to that'll have every song you want?
Ironically, I had all this music on my computer because my fear has always been that Spotify will go out of business and then there'll be no more.
It doesn't look like Spotify. I think Spotify is going to be around for a while.
They're not profitable, though.
Yeah, no, they're not profitable. But you think let's just say Spotify goes out of business. You don't think Amazon, you think there'll be another company that has the exact same service? Or everyone's like, we're done with music.
But I don't want to have to be online the whole time.
I think you could download it offline.
And you can't rate your
Also,
music, right?
how often are you offline, Jay? You listen to music mostly in your apartment. What
So if you can
do you
download offline, isn't that the same thing as having the files on my computer?
I think so. I think when you go back online, it goes. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I think you could download and listen offline, and then maybe it expires after a certain amount of time, or maybe when you go
I don't have
back
my
online.
5-star rating system.
What'd you say, Jay?
I don't have my 5-star rating system for all my songs.
Oh, who gives a shit? So sorry. What?
I do.
It's not like you're a world-renowned music critic,
Yeah, I know Jay loves music is huge and all, but your personal rating isn't that big of a deal. You're like, interesting. I gave Weezer's 17th album named Weezer 4.7 stars instead of 4.8.
Well,
The trend is not.
sometimes you want to listen to the best songs on an album, and sometimes you want to listen to the whole song. So I like having that separation.
How do you use your own individual ratings? Like I understand if you want to rate as being part of like everyone to see my ratings because I like to rate stuff. Totally understand that.
Mhm.
But how do you personally use your own ratings? How do you go like, let's see what my review of this album is?
So if I listen to an album, I rate everything between 3 and 5. If I don't like the song, I just delete the song. So
Okay, so 2 stars just gets deleted.
yeah, 1 and 2 stars deleted. So
Okay.
everything's 3, 4, or 5. And
So if you download an entire album,
yeah,
you will only keep the songs that are over 2 stars.
yes, yeah.
Okay. Why
I
not
mean,
just
that
keep
sounds, that
them
sounds
all?
like a performance evaluation.
Well, I mean, why keep a song you don't like? What's the point?
How do you know you won't like it later, Jay? Maybe you're being too judgmental, and later on you'd be like, that really was borderline 3 stars. I should have kept that
If I'm on the
song."
fence, it's 3. I could always delete it later. But if I'm like, this song just sucks, I'm not going to change my mind that much.
By the way, have you talked to your like shrink about your OCD with like I can't keep the song. No, it's 2 stars. Cannot take up space on my computer with a 2-star song.
Oh, why do I need that riffraff hanging out with the rest of my?
Oh my god, it's going to. Does it ever ruin your day if you like go through your collection and realize you kept the 2-star song?
No, but I have gone through my collection and I hit like an on the fence song, and it turns out I did not like it, and then I have to like write myself a note to like go home and delete the song, like if I'm listening on my phone or something.
Holy shit! It must be fun to be you.
It's a little stressful.
Jay, would you rather? Here's the 2 alternatives.
Mm-hmm.
The music was unrecoverable, and Spotify and all those companies go out and declare bankruptcy the exact same day, or you get COVID. Which is a worse outcome for you? Jay's not pausing for comedy effect.
I'm really thinking about it.
I think at this point he would rather have COVID. I will speak for Jay. I think he would rather have COVID because
okay, here's
I know for the last 12 days he's like, oh my god, my music, that's all he was talking about all day long. My music, my computer.
It's been a very stressful time for me.
So forget I know Jay doesn't actually want COVID, but I'm gonna ask a real one.
Okay.
The music's gone. Forget the Spotify thing, but the music is deleted, gone forever. Obviously, you can get Spotify or something else, or the bad thing that happens to you is all your comic books get lit on fire.
I would take the music over the comic books.
Wow.
I do have a lot of comic books, but I would take the music.
Okay, for this time, it's instead of the comic books being lit on fire, it's your actual cat.
I mean, I gotta choose the cat. Come on.
Jay's like, still the music. Sorry, cat. No, not you, honey. I meant the pet. No, so I don't want you lit on fire.
Oh, we were talking about? Oh, I thought we were talking about her the whole
time. So Jay, how on a scale of 1 to 10, how distressing was the music thing?
10. I didn't sleep for like 2 days.
Oh.
Well, is that because of that, or is it unbelievably hot in your apartment?
Well, it depends what hour of the day. It's right now.
Jay, can we find a friend of yours that you do not voice all your complaints to?
Well, I mean, what else do I have, really? But yeah, it's right now the temperature's dipping. It'll hit sub-zero probably around 11:30, and then 4 a.m. the radiator goes on, and then it goes nuclear, and it's like 95 degrees in here.
Sounds amazing.
Mhm.
So
let me
what
ask you this.
about what? Sorry, go, Jansen.
Let me ask you this, Jay. What would have happened if the guy? Because I remember you said you called him after a week. You were like, dude, you told me it's gonna be done in 4 days. It's been 7 days, and then he's like, oh, I think I got everything recovered. And then when you initially went there, he told you he's like, oh, I found all your songs, and you looked at the computer and it was like, dude, there's only 3,000 songs. I have more. I have like 21,000 songs. At that point, what would you have done? He was, he took it back. And what would you have done if he'd be like, dude, I can't find the other 18,000 songs? What would you have paid him?
I would have paid him something because he did install a solid state drive, and my computer is like 100 times faster right now. Like I click on an app and it just opens. So, and he gave me a whole Microsoft Office suite. So
that's pretty good, actually. That's actually worth almost the amount of money he paid.
Right.
Yeah.
But not even joking. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, between the hard drive and the Office suite, like he did hook me up. So.
But then, okay, on the side of the songs, the missing, like if he wasn't able to find.
If he wasn't able to find any, I would have asked to maybe take $100 off.
What if you find out later on the only files missing are the Brink of Sanity shows, and it turns out he releases them as his own show and becomes really popular because everyone thinks it's him.
Because he knows how to market and like
we secretly
have a good show and
and he makes $100,000 a year from the Brink of Sanity show, and you could never prove it was you on the show.
I think it would be pretty hard to not be able to prove it was us. The show is basically our lives. I'm pretty sure.
Well, what if like your co-host just for the sake of comedy, just say it wasn't you and say it was him instead?
You would do
that. Jay, I guess a terrible day at work or lose all your music. What's the worst day for you?
I mean, I had both of those in the same day 2 weeks ago. I mean, every day at work is a terrible day at work.
Okay, how about this? Get all your music back or get a new job. What's a better day for you?
Why can't we do that? Why can't we do both and add a new apartment?
Yeah, well,
I might have a perfect storm month.
Really?
I might. What's up, Turbo? He's Mellow versus the Knicks tonight. I love how, like, no matter what we're doing, video games, Brink, we always get Knicks comments.
Yeah, they're playing tonight. I actually, I guess I should watch that. If I watch that after we do the show, I'll be up way too late. It'll be a terrible way to start the week.
Can you DVR it and then watch it in the morning?
I can't really watch it in the morning, but I could watch it tomorrow night. They're not playing. Are they playing tomorrow night?
I don't think so.
I mean, I'll just know the score already, and I can still watch the game.
But I think they have the, what is that? The fast forward rewind thing that they have, like the 60-minute rewind.
Knicks in 60, yeah.
Oh, do they still do that?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, MSG releases that like a couple hours later.
Oh, I've been just I'll start the game and I'll just like fast forward for like all the downtime, all the free throws and the
That's
commercials.
What I do too. You get the whole game done in like an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, you get it done in an hour. It's pretty good actually. I actually when I'm doing that sometimes and I catch up to the game, I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
I gotta go do something while the game goes on so I can go back to like fast forwarding.
In high school, I used to do that. Like the West Coast games, I used to record them on VHS and then wake up an hour before school and speed through the games like that.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
My parents loved when I did
that.
Like
are you guys
6 in the morning? I'm like playing Knicks games.
Are you guys nervous about? I'm guessing neither of you have gotten the vaccine yet, right?
No,
it's not readily available.
Yeah.
No, but obviously there's certain groups like Kat. I'm sorry, Jay. Your girlfriend has the vaccine, right? She got it.
First dose, yeah. Yeah, first dose.
Okay, and like everyone's 65. There are a lot of like my in-laws got it last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, last Friday. So it is available. It's hard to get an appointment, but people are getting it. My question to you guys: are you guys nervous about the side effects?
No.
You guys know all the side effects?
I don't know all the side effects.
Okay. So Rabbi Daniel, and I really wish he wasn't a rabbi. Asor via YouTube has warned everyone: beware. COVID-19 vaccine will make you gay.
Is he the rabbi that just says everything makes you gay?
I don't know. He said any vaccines made using embryonic substrate, and we have evidence of this causes opposite tendencies.
They're turning the frogs.
So whoever's gay would become straight.
I don't know. Apparently,
only one way.
Gay people. Yeah, it reverses it. Like we're gonna reverse Earth basically. Everyone's gay is gonna be straight, and all the straight people are gonna be gay because of the vaccine. This rabbi, expert in vaccinations.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, clearly knows what it is, and he made a YouTube video. What's more truthful than a YouTube video?
Yeah. You cannot say anything's not true on social media.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's never happened before.
Yeah.
No.
It's
still waiting for our first.
I don't know. How do you get to the point in life you're so mentally like deficient that you're like, pretty sure this is just gonna make us gay? Sorry, what, Rabbi? Yeah. Anyhow, you should live a good life. Don't eat pork. The vaccine's gonna make you gay.
And soy milk.
Yeah, and everyone's like, yeah, they have good bagels after the service. I'm gonna keep coming to this temple.
The soy milk thing is real, right?
What's the soy milk thing?
That soy milk takes away your testosterone and makes you feminine.
That's just what the doctor told you because you didn't have testosterone.
That's why if you go on an Infowars section or like Fox News, everyone says soy boy. That's where it came from.
They actually tell you for like when for a child, like if you have a boy, if you want to give them formula, you shouldn't give the soy-based formula. Like the doctor even says that because it has whatever
gay particles.
Not gay particles, but it has not testosterone. It has like elements of estrogen. I'm not sure the exact science behind it, but they actually advise you not to give it to a boy.
Okay.
And not like out of actual medical reasons.
So everyone wants to know if it's true that listening to Coldplay makes you gay.
Well, what if you listen to Coldplay and take the vaccine at the same time?
I don't know if it makes you gay, but it would definitely make you dabble a little, I think. Yeah. Experiment a little bit. Unless you listen to a full concert, that might be too much for
you don't like any Coldplay songs?
They're like, I don't know, elevator music. It's like it's like I don't hate it, but like I'm not like, oh right, this Coldplay song's on. No,
you're like, oh wow, this elevator ride's gonna be better.
Like if I download one of their albums, it'd probably be all 3 stars.
So you wouldn't put 2 stars or 1 star?
I'm sure there'll be a couple 2 or 1s, yeah.
Jay doesn't know the song Clocks because he deleted it right away.
That is true, Jim. 0 of the 21,000 songs are Coldplay. I have 0 Coldplay songs.
You can admit you have Jay. What are the more embarrassing songs in your?
I mean, I have plenty of embarrassing shit in there, but
is any Britney Spears?
No Britney.
Really?
Spears. Yeah.
Not even the first one where she like made everyone be like, oh, am I like a pedophile because she's 16 in this video?
No, I do have a couple Kelly Clarksons.
Okay. Since She Be Gone?
Yeah.
Okay. What about Genie in a Bottle?
No.
What about Janssen? What about you?
What about me?
What embarrassing song do you think he has? Do you have Mambo No. 5 on there, Jay?
No.
Mambo No. 4?
Do you have Justin Bieber in your any Justin Bieber?
No, Marc likes a couple Justin Bieber songs though.
I do. If I don't, they're catchy. I hear them on the radio. Then later on, I find out it's a Justin Bieber song, and I'm already hooked.
How about some Selena Gomez?
No.
Some J-Lo. You gotta have some J-Lo.
No J-Lo.
I got one, Janssen. I got one, a really embarrassing one. Jay, do you have any Dandy Warhols?
It's Jim's asking Jonas Brothers. No, I don't have Jonas Brothers.
I'm apparently a sucker for Jonas Brothers also. Again, the song, it's catchy. It's on the radio. I'm listening to regular radio. God damn it.
I have a couple Katy Perrys.
Which,
right.
She had that one of the, she kissed a girl. And then the other ones were like, I mean, they're all like, all these artists, all those poppy, embarrassing songs are made by talented artists. It's not made by these people.
Right.
Like, there's like Spice Girls. Do you have any?
He's got Spice Girls.
Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. Any boy band?
No, I don't have.
98 Degrees.
No.
But Jay has like the most like random Eurotrash like bands that you've never heard of. Jay has all that.
Destiny's Child. No, but I do have All Saints, which is kind of like a C-level Destiny's Child.
Okay, so I'm going to say on this one, this is not a real band. You're making them up.
That is a real band.
Okay.
I
know if we were playing that game again.
I also have the whole discography of Erotic, which is a 90s techno dance band, and every song is about fucking.
Oh.
It's hilarious.
So your system about what to delete and not to delete, it's just, what the hell are you doing?
I have some.
I love the guy, Jay's like, wait, we only have 3,000 songs. You do not have all my Erotic? I'm sorry, what? Erotic. They're an 80s techno band. I need that stuff. They don't have it on Spotify because no one wants to listen to it.
Well, out of all your songs, do you have foreign songs? Like maybe something from Australia or Africa or
like
Korea, Japan,
like Men at Work?
Any Chinese music, any Korean music, any Japanese music?
I have a Green Wave, which I think is like a Thai pop band.
I have a box set of Australian rock songs.
I have a couple like J-pop songs. I have a bunch of Psy, Gangnam Style.
Do you have BTS songs?
No.
What about BT Killer?
No. I have Psy, which Gangnam Style, and I have Vitas, which is like a Russian pop.
Janssen, I have a question for you. So Jay, like losing all his music is like one of the worst things that could happen to him. Do you have an equivalent? What would you lose that would be just as terrible?
If somehow the Xbox server went down and all the games that I had digitally were wiped. But actually, they actually have a good backup system. So
unlike Jay,
yeah,
I have a good backup system. I deleted my backup system.
Yeah, well, with the Microsoft backup, it's in the cloud, so I don't think I can erase it, but it can somehow get erased by the Microsoft technicians, probably.
Jay, if you lost all your music, and the only way to get it back was to delete all Janssen's games, would you do it?
I mean, he could get that back, though, right?
Yeah, well, maybe. Well, you can. It's not really a big deal. It doesn't really affect you, Jay, whether you can get it back.
Jansen's like, wait a second.
I'm saying for this hypothetical, you could just delete all of Janssen's video games. Maybe you can get them back. Maybe never. But you get all your music back.
I'm gonna say it would be easier for Janssen to get his games back than it would be for me to get my music back. So
again, maybe.
Sorry, Janssen.
But are you doing it?
Yeah, I'm doing
it. Okay.
Bastard.
Turbo asked when the Knicks show is going to be up. We're going to do one Wednesday, I believe.
Yes.
We're doing
and then we'll do a little more regularly after that.
And Ghost is asking the Killers. I have a bunch of Killers.
Smithtown, whatever. What is it? Smith. What's their first album?
Mr. Smith Goes to Washington.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it.
Killers is Sam's Town.
Sam's Town. I don't know why I said Smith. I don't think they're an embarrassing band to like. I think they have a decent amount of pretty good music.
I really liked Sam's Town, and then I thought it was each album after that got worse and worse.
I would agree with that statement. But I thought Sam's Town was a very solid. I don't know if it was there to.
It was there.
I guess they had. Yeah. It was there. No, they have. It looks like they have Hot Fuss before that.
Oh, okay. I have Hot Fuss. I didn't realize that was before. Yeah.
Okay. But
Hot Fuss is the one I like. Never mind.
No, is that which one's hot? Which one has all the songs they had on the radio?
Hot Fuss. That's Mr. Brightside.
Oh, yeah, that's the one I like also.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Yeah, I thought the one I liked was the one that really interesting show so far.
And he's asking about the Beatles. I have every Beatles. I even have that 6 CD anthology thing they came out with like
Madonna. That's not embarrassing.
Yeah, no, Beatles are hands down. Not hands down. No matter how much you're not into them, everyone would agree at least they're a top 5 band all time, if not the greatest.
I always waffle between Beatles and Stones.
That's fine. A lot of people do.
Do you have
Madonna?
Debbie Gibson?
I have Madonna. I don't have Debbie Gibson. I have a lot of Bangles.
Okay.
So Jay, I have a suggestion for you.
I have Divinyls.
Anals.
She's the one who did I Touch Myself, but I have like 3 albums by them.
So I have something. I have a challenge if you're up for doing it. This will take a lot of your time, and why not?
Oh, an idea by
so
Marc,
I have a friend from college who's really, really into music, has probably as much music as you do. He has made like a top 1,000 songs of all time. He's decided what he thinks are the top 1,000 songs of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not asking you to do that, but like I would challenge you. What number would be like a reasonable thing to ask you to? Like top 50, top 100?
Honestly, I have an Excel file of all my songs and my ratings. I could probably just sort it by 5-star and see how many there are.
Right, but like forgetting that,
that would be the list.
But in order. I don't want to be like I have 100 5-stars. I want to hear your actual what's your best song of all time?
In order. Best. In order, it would probably be
easier. Yeah. That's what my friend did, and I would obviously don't do it on the air right now, but it'd be kind of an interesting bit for the show if you made it like a top 100 of all time. We go over and ridicule your top 100.
I feel like 100 albums would be easier than songs. Like narrowing it down to songs is really hard.
Yeah, it's more interesting with songs though, because then like it's like albums. There's a lot more to argue about with albums, and the songs are just more fun. So also, I'd like to see like your version of like not the top songs, not just like what you think is like top 10, but like you factor in how much you like the songs.
Right.
So like the Dandy Warhols are in the top 10. Like even the Dandy Warhols don't agree with that.
I mean, if I put any songs by them, I mean, Holding Me Up would be in there, but you'd laugh at that.
Oh, okay. Because I've never heard it.
Well, just because you never heard of it doesn't mean it's a bad song.
I'm sure it's a good song. I'm sure it's amazing. I'm sure it's like unbelievable.
I feel like there was a little sarcasm in there.
Anyway, are you up for doing this off the air and to doing a show with us?
Maybe. Well, I'll think about it.
What do you have other stuff going on in your life?
I might have a few things going on. I'm trying.
You want to update? Can we update the show? What's going on with your life? Because Jay's got a lot going on. He's soon going to be a woman.
First, Zapategos is asking Billy Joel. I grew up in Long Island, and I think you have to like Billy Joel growing up in Long Island.
Yeah, actually, when I moved to Long Island, I was told like they wouldn't sell in my house until I convinced them I was a Billy Joel fan.
Right, they're like, do you like Billy Joel? If not, then maybe you should look in a different neighborhood.
Yeah.
Check.
You know what I learned, which I did not realize? So I'm in Nassau County. If you had to rank in like, I did not realize Nassau County alone is bigger than Westchester or Rockland County, like in population wise.
Yeah, it's very packed in. I have 1,684 5-star songs.
How many?
1,684.
So you're not even like discerning at all.
Well, I have 21,000, so like that's like 10%.
It's like 5%.
Yeah,
it's like 6%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just surprised to learn Long Island has like 4 million people, or maybe it was like 7 million people. Like an absurd amount of people live in this island.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I would not have thought that it'd be that many.
Yeah, that's the more you know. That's our learning segment of the show. Let's go on.
And there's 8 people who don't like Billy Joel, and the rest of them are trying to evict those 8 people.
I think Billy Joel's really good. I don't understand. Not you could say he's not the most amazing musician ever. His songs he's a lot of fun songs.
Top 1,000 Billy Joel songs.
Yeah, just do that.
Pressure's number 1 for me.
So what else is going on in your life? What's Pressure's number 1 for what?
Billy Joel songs.
Oh, okay.
I love Pressure.
Okay. Because you always feel like you're under it.
Well, I am always under. It's not like I feel like it. I am under it.
Do you want to update the show on all the good things that may happen to you?
I mean, I work with Janssen. He can confirm. We're always under pressure.
Yeah.
Janssen, who do you feel is more stressed out about things, yourself or Jay?
Well, I'm gonna say me now because he no longer has to deal with the 2 managers that used to bust his chops. Now they bust my chops.
Yeah, Janssen's got it like way worse than I do at work right now.
Someone has it worse than you? How is that possible?
They switched who reports to which manager, and Janssen just got the worst two.
You just drew the short stick, so to speak.
Yeah, it's bad.
Basically.
Why did they change things up and make Janssen's life worse?
My theory is that they expected me and the manager I'm under to fail because the manager I'm under had never done any of the work we got assigned.
Okay.
And I got a lot of work that I'd never done before as well. So I think they thought we would just both fail, and they thought they would think that was funny. That's my theory.
Janssen, how is your new role? Why are these people worse?
Well, the managers, period, are not very bright. We don't comprehend how the management team is not that smart. There are things that you can simply do on Excel spreadsheet, but they need like an explanation. Like just the projects that go on and people trying to search for things, just the way they go about it is
good example.
Truly dumbfounding.
We had a project where we were going to automate an Excel file. First of all, it's an Excel file that I work on. They didn't have me in any of the meetings. They had Janssen in the meetings, but they didn't take any of his advice. So now they want to rearrange the different columns. This is 9 months later. They should have done this when they started the project, but now they're doing. So anyway, they're asking my opinion now of where I want the columns. And so I'm telling them, like, move column R to column B. So one of the managers, you know how you can right click and hit cut and then right click and hit insert, and that's how you move a column over. This manager adds a column, goes over to the column I want to add, hits copy, goes back to the column she added, hits paste, goes back to the column that she copied and hits delete. And we're like, hey, there's an insert option. She goes, this is easier. I'm like, is it really? You just used like 9 steps to do an insert. And so for the next hour of my life, I had to watch her do that process for like 20 different columns.
Sounds amazing to be at your job.
I would have to get 2 promotions to get to her level and probably like $30,000 raise.
Yeah, she's like, I'm too busy counting how much more money I make than you, so it's fine. We're gonna go slower with this.
Yeah, this is the kind of job we have.
Yep.
Cool.
But this is going to be even funnier. So going into the question that you asked Jay, that you're trying to have him update what good things might be happening to him.
Are all the bad things happening to you now, Janssen?
I'm just gonna impose this. I'm just gonna insert this in this section. It's gonna be funny when Jay leaves, because then it's gonna throw everything off. Because they only had him doing what he does, like in that particular.
Like there's nobody to do it now.
Yeah, there's nobody to do it. So,
Janssen, are you looking to? I understand. So it's going to be like terrible because no one's going to know how to do the job that Jay just left. Jay's gonna knows what to do.
I mean, I know how to do what he does. There's another colleague of ours that knows what, but they just didn't. There was no. So it's only him and the manager. Usually there should be at least 2 other people besides Jay to do what he does.
Yeah.
And then the manager. So that way, if somebody does leave or some Jay wants to take a vacation, there's a backup.
Right.
But at this point, there is no backup. The backup is the manager. So if the manager's so right now, Jay can't even, like, him and the manager can't be out at the same time because the manager won't allow it.
And the manager gets first dibs. So
yeah,
every time I ask for a day off, he's like, I'm already taking that day off.
So Jay, when you do get a new job, you're like, I'm taking this rest of my life off. And the guy's like, shit, I have to work every day now.
I have every day I come up with new ways that I want to quit. And I just.
Well, how close are you? So what's going on in the job search?
Ghost is saying this is sounds like a well-run business. This is a multi-billion-dollar corporation. This is one of the biggest companies in the country,
the world,
maybe in
the country,
world. Maybe in the world.
Maybe the world. Who knows? It's a gigantic company that's run so goddamn poorly America.
Well, at least our department is.
Yeah, I mean, the rest of it might be run well. We don't really know.
That's the thing. Like, other departments seem very happy. I think we just draw the short end and got like the worst department in the whole company.
Well, to be fair on that side, our department is really not that prestigious or nothing. I mean,
if we're the redheaded stepchild of the whole company.
Yeah, basically, if you really think about it, the way it's going, they want to lay off our team because everything we're doing all these processes, we're writing all these processes, these documents, so that people can just pick up. You know, we already have an India offshore team, so we're basically writing our replacements. We're training
Janssen,
our replacements by writing.
Are you looking to get out as well?
I've been looking to get out for a while. Yeah, so
everyone on our level is.
Yeah,
literally.
Everybody on our level has been looking to get out for at least 2 years.
Okay. What will we talk about when you guys both don't have new jobs? It's just gonna look like the show will be just dead air, right?
Are we gonna?
I'm sure Jay will. I mean, I'm sure there'll be stresses that'll come with the new job, and he could talk about that. I mean, at this point, it looks
okay,
like
so
he'll be the first one to leave. I mean, I don't know.
So Jay's alluding to himself being close to a job offer somewhere else.
I don't want to jinx this. There's nothing. There's no offer. There's no like.
Right. I'm just saying he's closer than I mean, he's had interviews. I've been getting rejection emails like, "Thank you for your time, but at this point, we don't think you're a suitable candidate." I've been getting those emails.
I'm not saying Jay's unhappy with his job, but if he doesn't get this offer, he's thinking about accepting an offer that's just gay for pay. He's thinking about that offer instead.
I just want to throw it out there. Like, say I get a new job and it's great. We don't have to just make fun of me every all episode. We can just like do something else
fun
with
of
the
me
show.
Now because I'm still at the old job.
I'm just saying we can have different topics.
We'll have a segment each week called Left Behind, where Janssen just talks about what it's like to be left behind.
Well, Jay would already know because he's experienced it. So,
Jay, what else? What other big things are going on in your life? Can you talk about the other big thing going on in your life?
I am about to buy an apartment.
Holy shit! Things are getting things. Jay is moving up in the world,
and it seems like my neighbors are just ramping it up to make me feel so much better about my decision because like it's scary, you know. I put all my money into this apartment, and it's like, am I doing the right thing? The next door neighbors decided to have a huge party last night.
Oh God!
Until like 1 or 2 in the morning, just obviously like a no mask super spreader event over there. Upstairs was playing the TV all day so that I heard which Progressive commercial was on. Like it was just like unbelievable. And now the dog's scratching the ceiling. I don't know if you can hear it, but like, it every time I hear one of these things, I'm like, I made the correct decision. I am out of here.
Do you have a closing date yet?
No. So you didn't tell me when you bought that it was the most horrible, stressful process of all time.
Why would the biggest purchase of your life be like not a horrible process?
I figured like, you want to sell, I want to buy, let's do this. But no, it was like,
where are you in the process that's driving you crazy?
First of all, how many people need to make profit off of this? 13, 15, like people are just popping out of the woodworks with like their hands out, like give me money. It's for I had the what do you call it? The realtor.
He shows the realtor. They make money on this. Yes,
he's making money for showing me the apartment. I get that.
Yeah.
So then the realtor's like, we're like, all right, we want this apartment. He's like, all right, you need a banker. I kind of get that. Yeah, we got to do the whole mortgage thing. Yeah, fine.
Unless you have the money already, Jay. Just right.
Spoiler: I do not have the money for that. So,
okay.
Yeah, I need the banker. So he puts me in touch with a banker because I don't have a banker. So
Jay's like, oh, a banker? Of course I have a banker. Come on.
So now I'm in touch with the banker, and the banker's like, well, what does your attorney say about this? I'm like, I guess I need an attorney. So I go back to the realtor, and he's like, I got an attorney. I'm like, this is great. So now I got like a crew for this whole thing. It's like my team. It's like a, Mission Impossible.
Team J.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, great. We're on Team J. This is wonderful.
Did you name it Broforce?
Broforce.
So I got all those people. So now
Jay gets them all together like, hey guys, what do you guys want to call the team? I'm sorry, what? Yeah. I want a cool name for the team. I may have saw jerseys. It say Brink Sanity on the front of the jersey.
So as you may know, there's a lot of paperwork. A lot.
Yes.
Printer broke. Every time I got a document, I had to run to Staples, print it out, and then run back and send it out. It was a lot of fun.
Do you have to put on your outdoor outfit before you go out there every time?
Every time.
Go to Staples?
Every time. First of all,
it's got really cold. I know your previous outdoor outfit, Jay, was more of a shorts t-shirt look.
Yeah.
What's going on with your outdoor outfit now? What are you wearing?
I have thick sweatpants.
Thick sweatpants, not just regular.
No, these are like insulated, like warm in 30-degree weather sweatpants.
Wow.
When I hear you say thick, I thought you were saying that it made you look thick, like your ass is like really thick.
It might.
Jay's like, do not look at my butt. I do not want you to see my butt in this outfit. Please. Please, I have not worked out since the pandemic started. Come on, don't look at my butt.
And I have a very warm, big green coat. So that's my outdoor outfit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have like an extra warm mask?
No. So I do have a scarf.
The mask actually makes it a little warmer outside.
It does. So I do have to say Staples is horrible and they should go out of business.
Why do you not like Staples?
By
the way, Staples is the company Jay works for. Go on.
They charge $1 per scan per page.
You know, Jay, what kind of iPhone do you have? Do you have the iPhone?
Yeah, I have an iPhone 6.
Oh,
I'm a little bit.
I was going to say the more recent iPhones allow you to scan on your phone.
Well, I also need the.
You could also have just gotten an app for scanning for like $1.50 in the App Store.
I needed to print before I scanned, but anyway.
Okay.
Between the printing and scanning,
just admit you just lost a lot of money because you didn't know that.
Well, in about 48 hours, I spent about $25 at Staples, and I said, you know what, fuck it. Then the third time I went, I just bought a printer. I'm like, it's.
And then Jay's like, the printer's broken. I'm back to doing printing here.
Maybe you should have found a FedEx Kinko's if they still have.
They could do everything there.
Isn't FedEx like the most expensive thing you could possibly do?
I don't know, but FedEx is crushing it right now because like the shipping industry is going insane basically because everyone's shipping everything right now.
Well, I am too.
So I subscribe to Quip, and I get refills every 3 months.
Quip?
Wait, what is? Could you explain to everyone else what Quip is? I know you assume we all knew what Quip was.
It's an electric toothbrush that they send you replacement heads and batteries every 3 months.
Okay.
Why did you assume we all knew what Quip was?
Yeah, I'd never heard of that before.
We all, how we all pay for like a subscription for our toothbrush. You know how we all do it.
Anyways,
why do you do that?
I like this toothbrush, but it's better than buying an electric tooth, like one of the Sonic toothbrushes that are out there.
Okay.
To me, it's been beneficial because when I go to the dentist, I haven't been getting any like remarks of saying, "Oh, you have a lot of plaque and whatever, all that."
I see, Janssen. You must have bought a Quip. I guess there would be no more cavities for you.
But so they send the refills by United States Postal Service.
Yes. And
3 months ago, they sent it, and it took over 3 weeks for me to get it. And usually, pre-COVID, I would get it in a week.
Yes.
They just sent me the new refill. They sent it out on November 27th. I did not receive it until last week.
Holy crap!
I'm like, what the hell is the USPS doing? Besides, this one guy getting arrested for stealing a PS5, an Xbox, and other things.
Well, the whole thing where they purposely made the post office go slower.
Yeah,
the government actively basically sabotaged its own post office.
Right.
And that's why it's like first of all, there's a complete surge basically in people mailing things because of COVID.
Right.
In reaction to that, you should be giving more money to the post office to really keep up. Instead, they were making major cuts to the post office to sabotage. part of our government wants the post office to go out of business, so FedEx and companies like that just take over. It's all privatized.
Right. I mean, and at this point, the United States Postal Service is not profitable, so I can see why they're trying to cut back on it where it's no longer viable. And then
it's actually profitable. Do you know they changed the law in 2006? They had this thing where they had to fund the retirements of like everyone that possibly is going to work for the post office for the next 50 years. Some ridiculous thing where the post office has to pay like $5 billion a year. If you take away that fee, the post office makes money. So the whole story, sorry, I've looked into this. The whole story about how the post office does not make money is just they basically was because of a law the Republicans backed to make it look like they were losing money. The post office itself actually still makes money.
They jacked up the prices for a lot of stuff.
They had to. That part they had to do.
But like really jacked shit up.
But they really and the post office they limited by the law in 2006. The post office could do other things. They could be a banker. They could do all these things to make money, but they're not allowed to under the law because they're like, here's your business. You're not allowed to do anything else that would actually make you a better business. The Republicans are actively trying to kill the post office, and that's why it's the current state, and that's why everyone thinks it doesn't make money.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent. I mean, the post office goes if I give I don't know what it costs a stamp is now, like 55 cents. If I give you 55 cents, will you take a piece of paper to California? The post office will. I think they're awesome. They're goddamn awesome. Even if they send me junk every day, I don't care. It's an awesome service.
Where were we going before this tangent?
I don't know. I think you were going to buy an apartment, and the post office was they're against you buying the apartment, and so Jay's going to battle the post office to win this apartment.
A sword battle.
So Jay's getting an apartment, probably. Jay is getting a new job, maybe, possibly, hopefully. Jay has already gotten a new outdoor outfit. Life could not be better for Jay.
And my music is almost back. So,
yeah.
Except for the opening and closing songs, but I will get them.
Better by next show. Janssen, so is your life similarly getting better? Do you have all these amazing changes also going on?
No.
Well, that's a giant disappointment, Janssen. You're supposed to remember we said for the show have 5 major changes. It's our top 5 list.
I mean, my life would have been better if I had won that $1 billion.
Yeah,
won that $1 billion.
The lotto hit $1 billion over the weekend.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
And somebody in Michigan won. One person in Michigan won.
It was the 3rd highest jackpot of all time.
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome. What happens then? Let's say Janssen, you win $1 billion. Obviously, your life changes. How does it change? What do you do, Janssen? You get $1 billion.
First, I don't tell anybody I win.
But let's just say
that's a smart move.
Can you keep it a secret?
Oh yeah, you don't. I mean, I think New York is one of the. Well, I think New York. There are some states where you don't have to. You can claim it anonymously.
Right.
But I think New York is not one of those states. So you have up to a year to claim.
But you have the ticket. Are you going to be like, that's cool, I'll just hold on to this ticket for a little while and nothing?
Oh no, I mean, I have to set up what I have to set up.
What do you set up? I've always wondered.
I would get attorneys. I would get.
Yeah, you need financial advisors
accountants.
for that.
Jay, you have that attorney, right? And you have a banker, right? Can I use your banker and your attorney? Can I use Team J?
I have a sneaking suspicion that it would be, Janssen didn't log into work today. That's odd. The next day, Janssen's still not logged into work. Interesting.
Okay, so Janssen, you get the attorney. Jay,
you're not putting in any notice.
You get your banker. What else? Tell us what else. What else happens in Janssen's world?
Well, I would continue going to work, and then they would tell me to do things, and I would do it so poorly, or I just wouldn't do it at all. I'd be like, okay, I'll say yes to their face, and I just won't do anything, and then I'll let them fire me, and then I'll go on my happy way.
Why do you want to get? Why don't you just quit the job with the billion? You need.
Why give them that satisfaction? At that point, why would I need to give them that satisfaction?
So Janssen, I noticed here we asked you to switch the columns on the Excel spreadsheet, and I asked you just to use my cut and paste method, and instead you pulled your pants down and took a shit in front of me. I don't think it's.
I would love to do that.
See, my idea was similar to Janssen's, to just still go to work and say yes to everything, but not do anything, but have a pool among our peers on how long it would take them to fire me, and the winner gets like a lot of money.
How long if you just stop coming to work? Until if you just stop showing up to work, how long would it take you to get fired?
Pretty quickly, but I think if you showed up to work and you said yes and you just didn't do anything, I think it would take weeks for them to catch on.
Yeah.
Like
Jay, do you have the TPS reports? No.
I do, but
Are
I
you
didn't
working on them? No, I'm not.
no,
actually.
you literally say yes to everything. Yeah, I have it. Where is
I
it?
have it.
I sent it.
I sent it.
You just say yes to everything, and I think it would take weeks. I would think it would take weeks.
I think the post office is going slow these days. I sent the email it. Doesn't the post office do email?
I sent the maybe.
You know what? Our manager would believe that too.
Yeah.
Oh, so like, hi, post office. I'm trying to get this email.
Our manager does not understand technology at all. You could literally say anything. Be like, I think there was a problem with the gigabytes. I don't know. And she'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, I've heard about the gigabyte problem.
Oh, the Hydraula Wallakata. Oh, really? Yeah, that's always a problem.
You read about it in the news,
Yeah,
right? She'd be like, oh, yeah, sure, definitely. Yeah.
We
Okay,
actually had a meeting one time, and we were discussing what we learned through this transition of roles that we had, and what works, what the process is. And one of the managers said, technology is not always the answer.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
like flat out just said, technology is not the answer. I was like, meanwhile, our company is going through financial transformation, but our manager goes, technology is not always the answer.
Well, she left out the second half of the sentence, comma, because I don't understand it.
Yes, that's right. I did leave that out.
Okay, so Janssen, you using Teams J's lawyer and banker. You've now gotten fired from your job because they said like, Janssen, you'll never work in this town again. You're fired. What happens next, Janssen?
Well, then I buy a modest house. I'm not going to buy a mansion or whatever it is.
Are you going to buy a house next to
I'll
Jay?
invest in crypto. I'll actually invest in crypto.
now that I have a lot of money, let me find the least stable thing to invest in possible. Where's your house gonna be? Like just general area. Where?
Maybe Colorado.
Okay, so you're just leaving us.
Yeah.
Are you still coming on the podcast with your $1 billion?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Can you if you get the $1 billion, can you build us a podcast studio?
Sure. I mean,
and hire Jay and I.
And actually, what I would do is, I wouldn't tell anybody, but somehow I would like slip in like maybe anywhere from 100 to 250,000 into certain people's accounts.
Oh, that would be nice.
Can you do that?
I'm sure you could.
You just show up at the bank. Does Jason McKenna have? Am I allowed to use your last name on the show, Jay?
Sure.
Okay, whatever. Does Jason have an account here? And the banker's like, I can't tell you that. Can I leave money for him in case he has an account here? Can you do that? Can you just go to a bank and just like leave money for people's accounts?
You need their account number.
Yeah, I would need the account number. But what I could do is
Chancellor's like, hey Jay, what's your bank account number?
Or
no, this is for good purposes.
I could just send a check.
Yeah. Yeah, you could just be like, what's your address?
I'd be like, whoever I would send money to, I'd be like, okay, what's your address? And then
so this is funny actually. So related to this, or not really related to this, but like just giving people money. I had heard about a story during the all the protests going on this past summer and all that after George Floyd and all that.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of white people who felt guilty about just being white, and there was a big trend of people who were black getting on Venmo or I guess PayPal also just money from friends they didn't really know who were just white, who would be like, here's $100. I listened to a podcast about this. Like, there's like a thing where basically people would just be like, I feel guilty about being white, and you just send their black friends money.
That would be basically what I would be doing.
I know, but isn't that just like, oh man, George Floyd got killed. You know that guy that used to work in accounting with me. I'm gonna send him $100. I don't know. That should solve everything.
So weird. I don't know.
It is
like,
so weird.
Dude react to me like, just sent to me because I'm black. It was a completely erased thing, and I don't even know that guy. Whatever. I'll take the $100.
It's weird. That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty weird story. It was just interesting. I interviewed someone about this, and it was an interesting podcast about it. Do you guys want to hear all the stories that I've been saving for the show in quick succession?
Shoot.
Okay, cool.
The enthusiasm was overwhelming on that.
Yeah, it's overwhelming. Oh, please, Marc. We've been waiting for this part of the show. I feel like the show's running a little bit. I feel the show's gonna end soon. So, I love this story. Have you guys heard of Bumble?
Yes, I have.
It's a dating site.
That's where the woman has to make the first move, right?
Yeah, that's their thing. Anyway, so after the riots, the insurrection, which we've not covered on the Brink show, but maybe we'll cover in a future episode. There were women going on there.
It's a very funny topic to cover.
Yeah, you can cover it. You can put if you're like Republican, Democrat, whatever. So there were women going on there pretending to be conservative or Republicans, catching people, basically like asking out people who were conservative and catching them talking about the fact that they participated in the riots.
Nice.
And then Bumble reacted to this by removing the ability to have one's political affiliation on there, because Bumble said, "Oh, you guys are using this to catch people who committed atrocities at the Capitol. We don't want to be a part of helping capture these people."
That seems like an interesting stance.
Does seem like an interesting stance. They have since put it back, the political affiliation, but a weird take to be like, we're neutral in the insurrection.
Ilunian says, I post self-deprivation accounts on Bumble.
Wow. What does that mean?
So does that mean you're posting, you have like a fake profile where you're just talking bad about yourself?
I mean, that sounds interesting.
I mean,
Does it
that's.
work?
I don't know.
I bet that gets a lot of hit. I mean, I don't know of myself talking badly.
What?
Of myself.
Jay, do you know Smithtown?
Yeah, I grew up like 15 minutes from there.
Okay, so let's say it was your town. Let's say you grew up in Smithtown, and let's say the school district invited for a family literacy night, and I guess this is all virtual. They invited a small-time Broadway actress, and she did something. She read a book to the kids. Very nice idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then later, you found out on social media she supports Black Lives Matter.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be outraged?
I try and separate what people do in their personal life and their entertainment life.
Do you think it's a good look for a 95% white town to be mad about someone supporting Black Lives Matters?
No, it's definitely not a good look. But like,
I just found it just a weird, like, yeah. So she supported on social media. She went out of her way to like do something nice for like what the hell's wrong with you?
I mean, like Ted Nugent's batshit crazy on Twitter, but like Cat Scratch Fever is a great album. So
yeah, it's also just a weird look to be like she showed support for an organization that's about rights for African Americans, and you're like, fuck that, not in our town. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West are done. They're getting divorced. I don't know if you have any comments on that one.
I am surprised it lasted that long.
Yeah.
Is it because Kanye is finally coming out, or is it?
No, she said because she thought he'd be president. He's not. So
That's
Kanye was mad enough to do his own insurrection.
That's a lie, right?
No, yeah.
That was one of the reasons that.
But they are getting divorced, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was one of the breaking points for her. Was like, oh, he's running for president. Okay, I'm done. I think that was the breaking point for her.
There's a Danish network that has launched a children's show about a man with a giant penis.
Children's show. Not kidding. Totally real. Danish network has launched a new children's series with a man with a penis so enormous he can barely control it. This name is to the series is called John Dillerman. Follows a man who puts his record-setting penis to good use in rescue operations, money-making schemes, and cooking demonstrations in order to teach the kids the importance of overcoming
hardship and celebrating diverse bodies. Because, yeah.
Cooking
So,
demonstrations? That's where you lost it. Cooking demonstrations. A penis and cooking demonstrations.
Rescuing people.
Is it chopping things? Are you using it as the cutting board?
By the way, the show John Dillermand, the name Diller in Danish means penis. Basically, Dillermand actually means penis man in Danish.
Cooking demonstrations.
Yes, cooking demonstrations. I don't know if I want to cook with my giant penis.
I don't know if I want to eat from somebody who cooked with their giant penis either.
Yeah. So,
hey, did you like that broccoli au gratin? Yeah, I cooked it with my penis.
You know how sometimes they take a lot of international shows and they Americanize them?
Mm-hmm.
Figuring this is not going to happen with this show.
I think that's.
By the way, the shows are only 5 minutes long. They're on the Danish on the Danish TV's website. I have not gone to check it out yet.
Is that even a show at that point?
I don't know, but apparently it's a Danish show. Also, I'm going in no real order here. Then remember the Nashville bomber?
The Nashville bomber?
Did you not know about the bombing in Nashville, Jay?
I don't know. We have bombings everywhere all the time. I'm losing track.
Someone's a little too absorbed in their own life not to know about a bombing that took place in America.
We have so many. Whoa, which one is this?
How did you miss this?
When?
Janssen, you heard about the bombing in Nashville, right?
Yes.
Wow, Jay. Anyway, apparently the bomber's bizarre writings reveal he had a strong belief in aliens and lizard people. So totally normal people.
I mean, I believe in aliens.
He watched a lot of V.
Apparently.
I believe in aliens.
I saw this. Can I message you guys? Can I send you guys a picture?
Sure.
How do I do that? Actually, that's what I meant.
Share your screen and just pull it up.
Oh, I don't fucking want to share my screen.
You could just share the window with the picture. You don't have to share your whole screen.
Fuck it.
What do you got? Porn all over the place?
Yeah, I just wanted to mess you a link, but anyway, I saw this product. I went to a store. There's a product called Boost Energy. Boost Oxygen. Mm-hmm. It's these containers of oxygen, and they have flavor. They have pink grapefruit or peppermint or natural oxygen. In the store, I asked them. I was like, "Who buys oxygen?" And they're like, "I don't know. Someone came in. We're selling it now. No one's bought it yet. I have no idea." It was like a sporting equipment store, and I was like, "What?" Because it's not like I understand that certain, like, if you actually are like an old person who has medical issues, you might need oxygen. This is for the oxygen for like the common people, the people that are just like, hey, you know what? I can use a boost of oxygen. I'm going to buy this stuff.
This oxygen's more oxygen-y than the oxygen that I normally have.
The price of the containers, they have 3 different sizes, and they run anywhere from $8 to $17 for oxygen.
Do you just sniff it?
So Boost Oxygen is portable, 95% pure supplemental oxygen for all natural respiratory support. No prescription needed. The air we normally breathe only contains 21% oxygen. Boost Oxygen contains 5 times the pure oxygen you breathe. Need it now? Don't wait on shipping. Find a store near you.
Those numbers don't even add up.
Holy shit.
First of all, what's the 5% that's not pure oxygen? Second of all,
carbon dioxide?
Second of all, we normally have 20%, and it's 5 times as much. That's 100%, but it clearly said in the line right before it that it's not 100%. So none of that adds up.
It's also a container of oxygen for no one will ever need this.
Are they
it's the dumbest. You have to be brain dead to buy this. You have to be storming the Capitol to buy this product.
Can we start selling like fart in a bag and see what happens?
I would. You know what's going to happen? They're going to go on Shark Tank. The sharks are going to invest, and I'm just going to start crying.
Somebody's going to sell fart in a bag, and we're going to lose out on millions.
Oh my god! Yeah, you can buy like multi-packs. They have like, this company cannot make money. Come on.
They'll make more money than Brink.
Probably, yeah.
They already have if they're in stores.
So also, new in TV technology, TVs that bend. That's the new innovation in TVs. You can bend them. What do you guys think about that?
Why?
I don't know, because they can't think of anything else to do with TV besides like Okay, now we bend them. Now they're curved. Fuck, we have no idea. We just need a new invention. We need a new. So I don't know.
I don't understand why you would need to bend a TV.
So I guess the show is really good, but it would be even better if I was twisting the TV while I was watching.
Well, they were saying some shows are better with a curved screen, but others are better with a flat screen, and you can go back and forth if you want.
What show would be better with a curved screen?
I don't know. I think that's something that's going to be one of their challenges in selling this product.
What show would be better with a flat screen?
I don't know either.
I don't understand anything about that product.
All I know is that, like, I remember I bought a TV last year, and they are maybe a year and a half ago. The guy convinced, he's like, well, this has like 800. You can see 8 million colors. I'm like, I know 12 colors. Can we just get like the? But what I realized basically when you go into the store is that whatever they're selling, and they're like, you don't want last year's model. You want last year's model because they're all the fucking same TV. There's no change. They're all the same. They're all, once you hit HD, they're all the exact same TV.
When they say this shows 8 million colors, just tell them the human eye can see about 75,000. So, fuck you.
Yeah, he's like. I mean, why would you want last year's model? That only has 75,000. We have 10 times as many colors.
You know what the cool thing about curved TVs is?
What?
If you have people sitting on the sides of the TV, they can no longer watch. Like if you have a big group and they're like, on the edges, they're just fucked now.
Alaska Airlines is to ban emotional support animals starting, or it already started January 11th. Alaska Airlines is banning emotional support animals.
And why are they doing that?
Because people abuse the shit out of this. It used to be you just brought a dog and that was your emotional support animal. Now people are bringing emotional support snakes, parakeets, whatever the fuck animal they have, and they're calling it an emotional support animal. Jay, do you know anything about this? Just like pretending an animal's an emotional support animal?
Nope. Nope. I would know nothing about
JJ is not doing that. No. But like do you want someone next to you on a plane being like, yeah, I know it's a parakeet and all that, but like it's good for my emotions. My doctor, I have a doctor's note.
I love this loud parrot screech in my ear. It soothes me and I need it.
Yeah, that's why I need a Komodo dragon. A Komodo dragon is what I need to keep myself stable. I'm sorry, I'm disabled. Casey Anthony, you remember her?
She is the one who murdered.
Allegedly. A jury said she didn't because the jury apparently was buying oxygen. She has launched a private investigation business in Florida.
Is she starting with herself?
You would like already solved one murder.
100% of cases solved so far.
Yes. There was a guy on Twitter who had this long Twitter thread that became popular about basically his daughter wanted baked beans. His daughter was, I guess, how old was she? Maybe 9-year-old daughter. She wanted baked beans and said, Dad, can you open the can so I can eat some baked beans? He said, you need to figure it out yourself. 6 hours later, she figured it out herself. And he was talking basically this whole Twitter thread about how it's important to teach your child to like figure it out on their own.
That's our boss's motto too.
Yeah, she said eventually she had to figure it out. She had the placement of the tool. She could turn the handle and the can would spin. We were down the floor by this point, but the chunk of the puncturing of the lid still eluded us. We've been at it for 6 hours on and off. We were hungry. But he felt really good about himself. Twitter proceeded to call him the worst human being alive. Stop torturing your fucking kid with this. Like, give her the goddamn baked beans, you asshole. Anyway, he wrote this whole big thing that he thought would be. I just found the whole thing. I assume he basically just got money from like the Heinz Corporation to put this rant about this whole thing about baked beans.
Couple thoughts on that. The fact that
he said his daughter's working on this for 6 hours. He sent 23 tweets on this thing.
The fact that went viral just disgusts me, first of all. Second of all, he probably could have taught her to do it in about 30 seconds and then brought out a new can and said, now you do it. Third, that is Janssen and I's boss. we'll get an invoice, and they'll be like, "That's wrong," and we'll be like, "What's wrong with it?" And they go, "I won't tell you because you learn better if you figure it out on your own."
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you. I know what the answer is. You go figure it out.
They literally do that to us.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, people were just like, I didn't attend my stepfather's funeral. You remind me of him. And then people pointed out the whole teacher by showing it. And then someone was like, parenting theater, you nailed it. How about you try being an actual dad? And even AOC got into it and goes, way to start 2021. She's 9, buddy. I just like the fact that he posted this being like, what a job in being a parent. Look, like he's bragging about it, and people are like, "You fucking like, what the hell's wrong with you?" And your child. And first of all, the fact that your child couldn't figure it out and it took 6 hours, she's probably handicapped to begin with. What the hell's wrong with you?
How does something like that go viral?
I don't know. I just know like the people at the Heinz Corporation were like, "Holy shit, this is amazing!" That they're talking about baked beans all over Twitter.
We have like 1,000 hours of content, and a guy tweets about baked beans and it goes viral. Like, I don't understand. We're doing something wrong. I don't get it.
We are definitely. You already knew we were doing something wrong.
I do. I just don't know what or how.
Yeah, no, we have no idea. Okay, and my last thing of my stories, we can move on we have a couple questions, but there's a new documentary that's coming out, I think, on Netflix about whether we are living in the Matrix. The documentary, it's called A Glitch in the Matrix. It's coming out February 5th in select theaters, and I guess onto one of the streaming companies. And the idea is basically, you know how the Matrix was like a computer simulation, and you're all like, how do we know we're not actually living in one? What do you guys think of this dumbass shit?
So is it a 30-second documentary where the guy goes, no?
Yeah, I don't understand. It's a whole documentary exploring like the philosophical, like maybe we're actually like, here's all the reasons that it's possible that we're living in a matrix. Like the thing about all this is like, okay, the answer is either yes or no. There's no in between. If it's no, you're wasting your time. If it's yes, who gives a shit? Just keep living in the matrix. What are you going to do about it?
Right.
Jay, if you found out your whole life was a simulation, what was your next? What's the next thing you would do?
Keep rating my music. I mean, what am I going to do?
Jay's like, someone made a simulation where I rate 21,000 songs,
and then have to do it over,
over and over.
Some sadistic fuck.
Okay. Remember, when Jay hits around 42 years old, we delete all the music and he starts again.
Every time I hit 21,000, it just deletes.
We have 4 questions on Facebook.
Okay.
Andrew writes, if you had to move to the western half of the U.S., where would you move to?
Probably like a Oregon area.
You know, in Portland, the police are all white supremacists.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Portland's probably not.
I don't know what something's wrong. There's a big white. I don't know if they're not all, but there's a big amount of white power movement in the police. The police are kind of fucked up there, in my understanding.
I don't think it would be Portland that I would move to. Some like mountainy, like nowhere near anybody type of area.
Well, I already said that I'd go out to Colorado.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I have family in Seattle, so I have a good reason to go there.
Okay.
Andrew writes, do you guys have any conspiracies other than 9/11?
Is it a conspiracy to say that Democrats and Republicans are
working together
and just want us arguing with each other so they can steal all the money? Is that a conspiracy, or is that like what's really happening?
I think it's probably just. Really I think it's a basic general understanding of the system.
But I would argue that most of the population would call that a conspiracy.
I think the idea that the government's corrupt is pretty much a universal thing.
But if you go on the internet, it's always either the goddamn Dems or the goddamn Republicans. Like it's like most of the population is blaming one side or the other. If only we didn't have Nancy Pelosi, we'd be living in a utopia. It's like.
Janssen, do you have any conspiracy you believe in besides? Do you believe in the 9/11 conspiracy that Jay believes in?
What? That well, I don't.
Jay believes that there was 2 planes that struck the towers.
I'm not really flexible on that stance either.
Yes, are there any conspiracies you believe in?
There are, but I can't. I don't remember them.
I don't believe strongly in them.
It sounds like you feel very strongly about this topic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think 9/11 was a conspiracy.
Okay, well, we said other than 9/11 anyway. So,
well, yeah, other than 9/11, I mean, there are conspiracies, but nothing that I want to go into or anything like that. So
the Patrick,
and like
are you a North Dakota truther? Like you believe North Dakota is real?
North Dakota is real.
Okay, I guess you're a North Dakota truther. Jay, do you have anything else besides the 9/11 crap?
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't believe the conspiracy that Frank Ntilikina is a good NBA player.
that is, there's something going on. Ntilikina is like, I'm gonna spread all my money out like Twitter. Entire Twitter's gonna believe I'm really good. Don't. The Frank Ntilikina truthers just blow my. By the way, he's active for tonight's game.
Okay,
the game might have already started. Ntilikina's probably lighting shit up already.
I'm sure he'll be so fantastic.
I'm sure Tibbs is like, thank God you're active tonight, Frank. Now sit on the bench and don't move. Patrick writes.
He stands up to clap and gets injured.
Favorite horror? And he said, I would have to go Psycho. What's your favorite horror movie of all time?
I like a lot of horror movies. Might be Dead Alive, which is one of Peter Jackson's first movies, the Lord of the Rings guy.
Is there anything you take that's not obscure? Is there anything you like that's not just completely obscure?
That's not that obscure.
It's just, Janssen, did you ever heard? I heard of Peter Jackson. Had you heard that movie, Janssen?
Dead Alive? Yeah, I have.
Okay, fine. Okay, Janssen, what about you?
I'm gonna have to go with the first Nightmare on Elm Street.
That was
okay.
I was thinking of that one too. Yeah, that one's really, really good.
Yeah,
I was gonna go with Pet Sematary. That's the one just like freaked me out as a kid, so I was gonna go with that.
Okay, the original, not the remake, right?
No, yeah, the original, obviously.
Okay.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 was up there for me.
A very good one, and it's just a made-for-TV, but the original the made-for-TV I thought was really well done. Like, I mean, like it's well done in like for when I watched it when I was a kid, I liked it. I haven't watched it since, but.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't remember the miniseries. I mean, I did watch it in the new It that came out a few years ago, and I was like, oh yeah, I should go back and see if I can find the original miniseries, and I just haven't gotten to that.
Something else. Nightmare on Elm Street's a good one.
Dawn of the Dead, the newer one where they were in the mall.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I like that one a lot.
Poltergeist?
Poltergeist's all right. I like Evil Dead a lot.
Okay, that's not really a scary one though.
The new remake was actually pretty scary.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Andrew writes, does Jay think that Larry Bird would have an outdoor outfit?
I feel like Larry Bird would not. Sadly.
Oh, that is sad.
I think Jay's the only one with the outdoor outfit.
Liam writes, why did Jason not get a PPP loan for the podcast or a small business grant? I
don't think we're...
You should have thought of that, Jay. You're like, all this income we're not getting because of the because of COVID.
What am I going to put the money into? I guess advertising, right?
Well, yeah, you're going to turn down free money. If the government would actually send you like 10 grand for the podcast, you're going to say, no, I can't think of how to invest that for the show.
Well, I mean, Shake Shack is not really a small business, and they qualify for a PPP loan.
The Lakers, the Lakers got one.
You should, Jay. You should have gotten a PPP loan for the.
Tom Brady's company got a PPP loan.
All of a sudden, we do the show, and I have like a staff behind me.
Liam also writes, Bitcoin has been amazing, going from 20,000 to 40,000. How did Jay feel in every one of those days, as it literally just kept going up as more of a threat of stimulus and inflation kicked in? It was not only Bitcoin; it was Dogecoin, Ethereum, Cuck coin. I'm not sure if that's real.
I think
Jay still holds enough of it that he benefited.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling pretty good holding.
Right Liam also writes, "What is King's New York? King's CIWT tax? And you respond to him something to do with withholding tax. I can't read. Sorry,
city withholding tax. Yeah.
Okay, and Lorenzo writes. I don't know what he wrote. Do you any emails?
Yeah, we have an email from Lorenzo. This one is for Marc. Let's say you go to a carnival or fair with your kids, as well as another family who has kids. And let's say that the parents in this family are an even bigger tight ass than you and won't let the kids have anything. Meanwhile, you have budgeted $50.
Okay.
Do you curb your spending or do you just go for it anyway? So your kids are there chomping away on sweet and salty snacks right in the faces of the kids from the other family.
So basically, the other parent's not going to get stuff. And do I basically go along with the other parent to not make the other parent look bad? Or I'm like, get what you want, guys. Screw tightwad over there.
Right.
I probably try to go along with the other parent to make them not. I probably try to keep the good. I probably try to match what the other parent's doing.
He wrote, this happened to me the other day. We all split up for a while, and I took my kid to get a deep fried potato thing. Later in the car, my wife told me that the other family's kids were asking for exactly what my kid got, but I had no idea. Whoops.
Well, he didn't know about it either.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he didn't know about it, so that's not Lorenzo's fault. It was the fact if the situation was, you're together with, your family and kids, and the other family and kids are together, and then you're all buying a snack, or you're in whatever the kiosk to buy food or whatever, and then they're like, no, we can't buy you that. And then you're just like, well, I mean, I have a budget, so I'll buy my kid something, and then I'll ask the parent, hey, I have some money left over, can I get your kid something?
That's not going to make them feel like.
But
I know you guys aren't a budget. You guys are basically poor. Do you mind if I buy something for your kid?
No, I'm not saying no. I'm saying, hey, I have money left over or whatever. I budgeted whatever. Is it all right if they get something? And it's on me. There's no, I don't know. I mean, I don't have kids, all right. So, but it sounds to me like the situation that happened was that they were separated. So Lorenzo had no idea that this other family. So to me, that's not an issue. I think it would have been more of an issue if they were, together, and then, that parent was like, hey, this is what's happening, so don't buy your kid anything. At that point, then I would be a little bit offended that parent was like, hey, I'm not buying my kid anything, so you can't buy your kid anything. I'm like, that's my kid. I'm going to buy my kid what if I want to get something for my kid, I'm going to get it for my kid.
Lorenzo, next time you're in this situation, we're going to send Janssen to your house.
But it is kind of an awkward situation. But to me, it sounded like they weren't together. It
doesn't. Well, I think Lorenzo's just asking this. He's not asking he did anything wrong. He's just curious if you were in a situation where you actively know the other parent's not spending. Do you match them, or do you just spend anyway?
Okay. I would spend, and then I would take their kids aside and be like, hey, get something. Don't tell your parents, just get something.
There is a chance the other parents just doesn't want to buy that crap for them. And so if you do that, then
okay.
If you do that, the parents just I just don't want to buy junk for them, but I appreciate the values you're instilling on my kids. Jay, what's the next email?
Lorenzo writes, hey guys, in honor of Jay's story last episode about his 3-hour erection, I've come up with a new game. It's called
Jay's story about his 3-hour erection.
You remember when I had
I had
Viagra sent to my apartment, and then
I was just trying to block it out of my mind.
Somebody sent 100 to my apartment. No name. I to this day I have no idea who sent it, and
it was Janssen.
I was with my ex, and I took one, and she decided it would be hilarious if she goes, I'm going to bed, and then literally went to sleep.
Oh shoot, my battery's gonna die in I'm gonna be off the show in 5 minutes.
Okay. So
we'll just keep going until I'm gone.
So his game is called Who Had the Biggest Boner? So there are no wrong answers. It's more of a discussion point. Here it goes. I have 3 different unrelated scenarios. 1. Who had the biggest boner? A. Jay when he popped that Viagra, or Marc when the Knicks destroyed the Bucks in the first week of this season.
I'm going to say B.
I feel like there have been other games I've liked even more. But yeah, I'm going with me.
All right, Jansen, you said B.
Yeah, I said B.
Okay. 2, who had the biggest boner? Jay when he passed the CPA, or Bry when he learned that he had COVID?
That was Bry. That was a pretty good one.
Oh my God. 3, who had the biggest boner? Jay when he first laid eyes on Olivia Munn, or Marc when he got a discount on those valve caps?
Valve caps, definitely. That's pretty good.
That was an amazing email. We have a question
pretty good.
from Zapatekos. Will the Knicks still be the 8th seed by Wednesday? They are down 13 right now against Portland and the Jazz on Tuesday.
Those are pretty tough game. I'm. They might lose both. They beat the Jazz. That's my prediction.
That would probably keep them in 8th seed.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. If they're the 9th, I think isn't there like if you're in the 9th or the 10th seed, you can like get in the play-in game.
Yeah, from 8 to 10, there's a from 8 to 10, there's a play-in.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Whatever.
Learns writes, hey guys, are any of you Back to the Future nerds?
I like the movies, but I'm not a Back to the Future.
Yeah, I'm not a Back to the Future nerd, but I mean, I like to think I know a lot about the movie.
I enjoy them too. He said,
I like the movies. Did they have questions for us?
Yeah, I picked up a board game recently, Dice Through Time, Back to the Future Dice Through Time. And once you work out the rules, it's really cool. It's by Ravensburger, a puzzle board game company with some good products. Any other underground board games that you recommend? There's actually a board game store by where Janssen and I work. They have like hundreds of board games. I don't
know. I definitely don't think they're in business. Definitely now, because I mean, they had when we walked in, there was hardly anybody in the store, and the people that were in the store were probably friends of the owners.
Yeah, I felt bad when we went.
Yeah, so I would guess that actually the board game industry is doing really well right now because people are all stuck at home, so they're looking to buy board games.
Yeah, I wouldn't know any particular games. Like, the question was underground board games. Is that the question?
Yeah, something like that. You know what? You heard like the whole what is it like puzzles were apparently like hard to get because they were like being sold out in the beginning of COVID.
Oh wow.
Yeah. People were like really into anything they could do in their own home. So like I bet anything in the puzzle business is doing actually exceptionally well. There's a card game that we got that I read online that was supposed to be good for kids called Tacos versus Burritos. It kind of sucks, but my daughter seems to like playing it.
You should get your kids Cards Against Humanity.
You know, they have there's another version of it for kids. I forget the exact name of it, but it's like a kids version by the same makers.
Oh, okay.
So we tried. A friend of mine had it, and we tried playing with us, the kids. The kids got kind of bored and like gave up after a little while.
Or you could just get Apples to Apples, which is what it was ripped off from anyway.
Yeah, we have a kids version of Apples to Apples also.
Okay.
Which also only works kind of for my daughter who's 6 because she can only read like half the cards.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't really work as well when she has to ask what the card says.
Yeah. Great.
Any more emails?
No, our Brink email got a bunch of Knicks questions. The Knicks are just taking over all platforms at this point.
Okay, we're gonna do the Knicks show on Wednesday, and we're doing that with I think another show, and then we'll do our own show and answer all the questions.
Yeah.
And we'll do more regularly because Jay, are you still a Knicks fan? I can't tell.
Yeah, I'm just
Jay wants to quit the show so badly.
I think Jay looks like he wants to go to sleep. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I'm kind of done here. Also, I'm just getting tired.
Might be the happy water talking, but yeah.
Doesn't look like it's making you happy.
Wait, does happy water have alcohol, or is it just like what's in happy water?
Yeah, it's like 20% alcohol.
Oh,
but it hardly has any taste. It's like water.
Tastes like water.
Yeah,
flavored water.
Jesse, have you tried it?
No, I haven't tried it. I was over at Jay's place pre-COVID, and I decided to drink beer instead.
I thought you said that you were over at Jay's place and you were just going to just like leave it at that. And I was about to be like, wait, Jay, you had Janssen over during COVID?
I know. That's why
the biggest reveal of the show.
That's why I stress. That's why I preface.
Yeah.
I actually
it'd be like Jay's like, I've been having Janssen over all the time. I mean, Marc, you can't come over with Janssen.
I found a liquor store flavored Happy Water. I'm pretty excited about that.
Cool.
So I had a plum Happy Water yesterday.
You drank the whole bottle?
They come in like smaller bottles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was like it came in like 750 milliliters, and you just
no, that's
killed it in one night.
No, the plain one comes in like liter bottles, but yeah, no, they had like yogurt, plum, grapefruit, strawberry. I think one other one. Anyway, I'm trying them all. You guys got anything else you want to cover?
Nah, this is you even got to the point where I'm ready to end.
Wow, out podcasted Marc. How about that?
Yeah. I just hit me. I'm kind of tired now.
All right. Thanks for joining, everybody. Thanks everybody in the chat room. And,
Jay, can you hum the goodbye song?
Well, I have to do everything, even when it comes to stuff like that. I think we're just gonna have an awkward ending because I don't have the goodbye song. So
goodbye, 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 goodbye. Janssen, can you sing goodbye?
Goodbye.
Why don't we do it in a cappella? Blop.
It's like a barbershop quartet version.
Goodbye, 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 goodbye.
So
start spreading the goodbyes.
We're doing all our shows live now, so you can follow us twitch.tv/crumpledbacon. And yeah, we're doing all our shows live. Knicks, Brink, we're doing a video game stream. We're going to play Until Dawn soon. Marc's going to get all my characters killed. It's going to be fun.
Jay's even doing his own like Chatterbait site where he's going to like see if people will give him money to take off his clothes.
And Jay and I still have to finish Broforce.
Yes, we do.
Broforce!
We're up to hell. We got to finish that.
Yep.
When you up to hell, is that the first level?
I don't know why you don't like that game. That game's fun. That game's so much fun.
Okay. My computer's about to die, so I'm going to go.
All right. That's the end of the show. Yeah.
It's awkward.
Awkward. I don't know how to end it without the song. It's like